This is war! Ravens are going down!
All right, we're taking on the Ravens. We got a video coming up tomorrow, right?
Woo!
This is war. This man's a warrior right here. Steel Studio, baby.
Let's go!
Hello, this is Rick Moody with the Steel Studio. Follow me on Facebook, Steel Studio group or page, Instagram, Steel Studio, Steeler Studio, or YouTube, the Steel Studio. So the standard is the standard. That's a Mike Tomlin phrase. It's a Steeler phrase that you hear a lot. And recently, people like James Harrison are saying the standard is not the standard anymore because the Steelers' goal is not to win Super Bowls. Their goal is to just be over 500. That is the biggest bunch of bullshit I've ever heard. The Pittsburgh Steelers are unlike any other team. The reason that we're always in the hunt, always competitive, even when we don't have great teams, is because we go out, we fill our needs, we draft well, we stick with the script, we've run the same defense for 30 years. We try to run the football, which we're getting back to now, which is good news. We realize that. And we spend to the cap every year. There's a lot of teams that do not spend to the cap every year. There's teams that have 20, 30 million left over. We're right at the cap every year. I think we had like 4 million left over this year, for emergencies. But every year we go out and Rooney says, spend to the cap. Do what you got to do to make this team a Super Bowl contender because that's our goal. And it hasn't happened in a while. I'm not happy that it hasn't happened, and we haven't won one in 15 years and haven't been to one in over 10 years. But it's not that easy, man. It's not that easy. Sometimes generational talent like a Mahomes comes along, and now they're pretty much a dynasty because of the guy. He's had great luck. He's had great health, and he's very good, and he's a difference maker. We don't have a guy like that right now. But I think we're closer. We're closer than we've ever been since we went back. James Harrison's one to talk after he, last time we went, we didn't win another one. And he was on those teams that got beat in the playoffs, one and done a couple times there. But we had some bad luck. We had some bad injuries. Those teams were loaded. Bell got hurt. Brown got hurt. We've talked about this before. Shazier got hurt. Just bad timing. And we ran into another generational talent, Tom Brady, another greatest of all time. The greatest of all time. I mean, there's no doubt. And if it wasn't for them, we probably would have 8 or 9 Super Bowl wins. But it happened. And a couple of years there, we tried to make our team competitive and play against them, and then it ended up biting us in the ass in other ways. So the Steelers are always trying, and now we're trying something different again. We're going outside the organization for our coordinator. We're going to have a passing coordinator, and we might have a new quarterback. I'm probably thinking it's going to be Mason or Kenny, one of those two. We're going to bring Mason back. We're going to fight to see which one's better. And we got a new coordinator, Arthur Smith, which I'm excited about. He's not just a run guy, like people say. He made Tannehill better, helped Tannehill get better. And one thing I want to say, people are saying Arthur Smith will help Kenny get better. And as my friend Frank tells me, as we talk every day, he says, no, Kenny's got to make Kenny better. And I agree with that. But Kenny is a worker. That is one of the reasons they love Kenny. That's one of the things they loved about him. And I think he will be. I think he'll be competitive, and it's going to be interesting to see. But if the Steelers have to, they will go outside the organization for a quarterback as well. I don't think it's Justin Fields. 30 interceptions, 40 interceptions, and 30 fumbles in the last 4 years. That's ridiculous. We don't need a guy like that. I love the player. He's like Haskins. He's a big stud, but I just don't see it. If a Herbert comes along, which I suspect he might be, maybe we'll do something. But I could be wrong there too. I just see the Chargers going to a run-heavy offense, and Harbaugh loves McCarthy. Don't be shocked. They're in cap hell as well. And that's another thing the Steelers do not do. They do not overspend to where they're in bad shape for years with the cap and have losing seasons. Is that what you want the standard to be? No, the Steelers are not happy being 9-8, 10-7 every year and losing in the first round of playoffs. That is not the goal. You heard Rooney say it, but we lost our franchise quarterback. We lost our generational talent. And we've had to build it back up. And now we have Watt, we have Minka, we have Cam Hayward, we have a Najee. We have all the pieces that we need to be better. We have more talent on the whole team than I think the Chiefs do. But they have Mahomes, and things went their way. But as a team, I think we have more talent. If we could just get quarterback play to be what it was at the end of last year, look out. But the Steelers, the standard is the standard does not mean winning a Super Bowl every year because no one has done it. The Cowboys have not won since 94, 95. 49ers have not won since 94. We'll see if they do now. It takes a long time. It's not that easy. The Browns have never been to one. The Lions have never been to one. Yeah, they were competitive this year, but they're not there. That's the bottom line. Only one team's a champion. And that team lately has been the Chiefs. No one else. Everyone else can say their standard isn't their standard. But the Pittsburgh Steelers have more championships than any other team. We have more Super Bowl championships than any other team. Well, and New England. But we've been to 8. We have 6 wins. And that's not bad. And that's since my lifetime, 1970. That's a lot. That's a lot. We have no reason to complain. But I believe that we always strive for that. And we have had the same scheme for all these years. And we're going to keep going, we'll keep fighting, keep building, and we will get through again. Trust me. I really believe that. I really honestly believe that. I was shocked. And the main reason is Omar Khan, too, because he knows what a true Steeler is. He knows what Steelers are. He went out and got them last year, a very encouraging draft. And he's going to do it again. And we're just going to keep doing it until the guys like Joey Porter Jr. and Benton's and Broderick Joneses and Pickens are making the difference, the reason we're in the Super Bowl. They're need players like that to step us over the top. And that's what I believe we'll have, and that's what we'll strive for. But the standard is the standard means doing good things consistently. When you strive to be the best, and it's a routine, doing routine things routinely. Like you go out, you play you do best, and you fit into the mold of Pittsburgh Steelers. TJ Watt's not going to change his game. He's going to be TJ Watt. That's what we're talking about. That's the standard is the standard. It's not winning a Super Bowl every year because no one will ever do that. It's being a Pittsburgh Steeler, giving your all, knowing what you're good at, which is usually a Pittsburgh Steeler scheme fit, and doing it routinely. It becomes routine because you're so good at it, and you work your ass off. It takes a lot of guys on a team to win a Super Bowl. It takes health. It takes some luck, some bounces, and it takes difference makers. And that's where we're headed. Hey, go Steelers. Enjoy the Super Bowl, guys. And we will be back there soon. I really believe that. Go Steelers.